The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is from the book of Exodus. Moses and Aaron worked all these wonders in Pharaoh's presence, but Yahweh made Pharaoh stubborn, and he did not let the Israelites leave his country. Yahweh said to Moses and Aaron in Egypt, "This month must be the first of all the months for you, the first month of your year. Speak to the whole community of Israel and say this: on the 10th day of this month, each man must take an animal from the flock for his family, one animal for each household. If the household is too small for the animal, he must join with his neighbor nearest to his house, depending upon the number of persons. Now, when you choose the animal, you will take into account what each can eat. It must be an animal without blemish, a male 1 year old. You may choose it either from the sheep or from the goats. You must keep it till the 14th day of the month, when the whole assembly of the community of Israel will slaughter it at twilight. Some of the blood must then be taken and put on both doorpost and the lintel of the houses where it is eaten. That night, the flesh must be eaten, roasted over the fire. It must be eaten with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. Do not eat any of it raw or boiled in water, but roast it over the fire with the head, feet, and entrails. You must not leave any of it over till the morning. Whatever is left till morning, you must burn. Now this is how you must eat it: with a belt round your waist, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. You must eat it hurriedly. It is a Passover in Yahweh's honor. That night I shall go through Egypt and strike down all the firstborn in Egypt, man and beast alike, and shall execute justice on all the gods of Egypt. I, Yahweh. The blood will be a sign for you on the houses where you are. When I see the blood, I shall pass over you, and you will escape the destructive plague when I strike Egypt. That day must be commemorated by you, and you must keep it as a feast in Yahweh's honor. You must keep it as a feast day for all generations. This is a decree for all time." And our response from Psalm 116. What return can I make to Yahweh for his generosity to me? I shall take up the cup of salvation and call on the name of Yahweh. Costly in Yahweh's sight is the death of his faithful. I beg you, Yahweh, I am your servant. I am your servant, and my mother was your servant. You have undone my fetters. I shall offer you a sacrifice of thanksgiving and call on the name of Yahweh. I shall fulfill my vows to Yahweh, witnessed by all his people. And a reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. At that time, Jesus went through the cornfields one Sabbath day. His disciples were hungry, and he began to pick ears of corn and eat them. The Pharisees noticed it and said to him, "Look, your disciples are doing something that is forbidden on the Sabbath." But he said to them, "Have you not read what David did when he and his followers were hungry? How he went into the house of God and ate the loaves of the offering, although neither he nor his followers were permitted to eat them, but only the priest? Or again, have you not read in the law that on the Sabbath day the temple priests break the Sabbath without committing any fault? Now here, I tell you, is something greater than the temple. And if you had understood the meaning of the words, 'Mercy is what pleases me, not sacrifice,' you would not have condemned the blameless. For the Son of Man is master of the Sabbath." The Gospel of the Lord.